Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to our Civ 5 build order testing episode 2. So I'm restarting the same game. I've gotten some amazing feedback from everyone in the chat, and so I'm going to go and take an alternate way of playing the start so that we can compare, and hopefully I'll play through it a lot faster because I won't be talking about the steps or thinking about the steps to the same extent. So let's build up right here. And choose production and research. Now, and I'm going to move the warriors same sort of way as I did last time. Yeah, again, I think I made the same mistake last time. I should have gone up over the hill. Anyway, so last time we went for a fairly worker and ground improvement heavy strategy. Now, if we aren't going that way, two things sort of generate themselves automatically. So let's say we're going to technology tree. So this time we're not thinking about going worker, which means we don't need improvement techs, which means we can go right for technologies that improve potentially our buildings, for example. And to me, that screams out a beeline to writing. And a lot of people in the chat said that this is something they like to do a lot. And one thing that I hadn't realized is the Great Library actually gives you a library. I think, and unless I'm mistaken here, which I could be making a double mistake, is I think in Civ 4 you need to build a library before you can build a Great Library. And so I think I had that in my mind. The same thing with like a great lighthouse. You need a basic lighthouse first. So I think I obviously got to pay a little bit more attention. So a beeline to the Great Library, which is good for a lot of things. Free technology is amazing. In fact, we can use that to get us to philosophy for just the oracles, for example. Just for the free social policy is nice. Actually, if we only have Soul by the time we finish the Great Library, then we'll have a library in all of our cities, which means we can also build a national college, which would also be really good. Now, whether we want to stick to one city or not is a whole other slew of decisions that we're going to have to make. So let's say we're beelining to writing. This means that our workers are going to be a lot less valuable because the only thing they can improve at this time is a wheat. So we aren't going to want to build a worker right off the bat, which sort of leans towards either the scout or the monument. Now, a lot of the people go to the scout route for a few different advantages, which we talked about before. Finding runes early, but something people pointed out was very interesting to me. You find the other AI, the other civilizations sooner, which means they're going to be willing to go with things like a research treaty sooner. Last time around, I had lots of money, but no one who was actually willing to do the research treaty quite yet. So this maybe help us get there a little sooner. And also, this all ties into a similar idea. Using your scout to scout means that your warrior is freed up to hunt barbarians more. And a lot of people go to the honor policy to help you against barbarians, and then you can make you can get a lot of stuff from just killing barbarian camps. And I think these all sort of dovetail together. These are all things that sort of work because I'm not spending my production on workers, which means I'm going to have the scout, which means I won't need to use the warrior for scouting, which means I'll be able to use them for military. It does mean losing out on, say, the tradition branch, which we might want to get the early aristocracy if we're going for the early Great Library. But, you know, there's a lot to be said for this way, too. We could even just take a single round of honor just to get the bonus versus barbarians and not necessarily rush down to the rest of the stuff, right? The military cast is actually pretty good. Anyway, these are all ideas. Let's continue. Since I said that I wouldn't be taking quite as long this time around, which everyone knows, of course, was an obvious lie. Look at that! We found a city-state! Big surprise! And I'm going to try not to vary from my scouting that I did last time. Try to do something very similar. Take the gold and continue to move. And next turn. People have also pointed out that you can only trade along rivers if both cities have harbors, which I think I had noticed in my last game, actually. And I've just forgotten about it since then. Again, those Civ 4 isms still locked in my head. So, we'll go here, and then we'll go this way. Oh! I don't think we went so far south last time, because we did not find that ruin. Interesting. Alright. Yeah, I guess I was here because I was trying to fog bust a little bit more. But now the fact that I'm getting the scout does mean I can afford to go a little further away from my capital. And just say have my warrior clear everything down south, and my scout will focus going north or something like that. Which means I can scout a little bit more distantly. Speaking of scout, that finished. I still don't have anything that can improve more than just the wheat, so I think the next thing I'm going to build is actually the monument for the culture, for the extra border expansions, and for more social policies, especially if I'm going to go and pick up one rank of honor first, but then still want to go into tradition. I'm going to need the extra culture. So the scout is going to move north. And yeah, he can cross the river safely. So we're going to have him go in sort of the opposite direction, which I think actually it would make more sense if they were both operating in kind of clockwise directions. So I'm going to send the scout out, well, I guess over onto the hills. That makes more sense. And then I'll hit him north and around. Again, I'm trying to ignore the fact that I already know what the terrain looks like. Okay, ruins. It gave us a bit of a map, which I guess is kind of nice, which includes more ruins, which we're going to check out, actually. We're going to beeline down there. Wow, we've ended up with a completely different scout pattern, which sucks because it means the starting conditions are not going to be exactly identical, but I guess that's fine. A lot of the stuff we're going to find through scouting is not going to impact too much, although the ruins may, if they like randomly give us the technology. Those are a lot of hills, or a lot of mountains which we can't cross. I don't know if we'll ever make it on time, actually. How the hell are we even going to be able to make it there? We'd have to go all the way around. I wonder if it's even worthwhile. Of course, it might be just as difficult for the AI to find it. Sure. Let's go down this way and see what happens. Very hilly terrain. Okay, this, that, everything locked in. Good. Next turn. And let's move westerly, just because it's going to bring us to flatland a little sooner. And our scout, we'll go this way. Ah, we found some more ruins. Ruins, not runes like the writing. Yeah, I don't think either way makes a big difference. Now, there's a possibility, I suppose, that there's a path through here. No, these are two mountains adjacent to each other. So, we're going to beeline straight for there. Advanced weapons. Great Barrier Reef found. So we have our archer scouts again. Okay, that's pretty powerful. Now, some of that is random, of course, but these are things that you're opening yourself up to. I think the... is this raised? No, it's grassland. I don't think it really matters which way I go. This could theoretically give me more vision, but it's just going to be mountains. No, I'll go this way. Now, I do have a question about which way to go. I could go right, I could go left. I think I'm going to go right because I do want to know what's actually right next to me. I think that's going to be pretty important in this case. So we're going to have to keep an eye. We want to stop at turn 51 and compare it where we are. Okay, we've got our pottery. I don't think we're going to do anything with pottery at this time. I don't think we need to rush to the granary. Of course, we aren't going to be able to take advantage of the deer wheat, so there's less incentive to build the granary right now. It's still good, but it's not as good, so it's not something we necessarily want to rush to. And of course, we're going to be saving our production for the Great Library when we get there. I see a border over here, actually, for a civ, so let's go over here and poke and say hi. Scout's actually not managed to scout much because of this coastline, but I still think it's important to check things out. Ah, there's Genghis Khan. We didn't even know where he was last time. Nice to meet you, buddy. We're quite far away, which makes me feel kind of safe, actually. Oh yeah, we were going to see if we can get over here. He's probably just picked that up, but I'm going to make the effort anyway. Ah! Oh, can I do this? Yeah, but he's still going to get there next turn. Although, no, there's zones of control, right? He's not going to be able to make a double move while adjacent to me, although I'm making a double move. I can end up here. That will block him. Herp derp. And I guess here we're just going to move right up onto this hill. Oh, it's a scout, right. I can double move. Let's go up here, touch that border. Choose production. So we are done here. Now, let's... 8 turns to riding. Oh, okay, so we got quite some time. So now we do have a pretty good question about what to build. I think after riding, I'm probably going to want to pick up, say, trapping. Let's take a look at the tech tree here. Right, which would require animal husbandry first. Or mining or something like that. Like, I'm thinking it may be time to build that worker, right? Although it's 12 turns, we could fit in a warrior instead. It'd be much easier to fit in. We've got at least one barbarian encampment we've found. Do we tuck that in? Do we start on a granary? Just to take advantage of the food production. Grow soul that much bigger. All valid ideas. This is actually another pretty important breakpoint, which I'm going to save just so that I can investigate this breakpoint later on. So this is This is test 2. Turn 12. I'll put these files up on the website as well if people want to explore these things. Again, I really apologize that I picked Korea. I didn't think of the fact that it was a DLC civilization at the time. I really don't know where to go. I would like to not interrupt my run towards the Great Library, which to me leans towards picking up a warrior, which we could use for scouting here since our scout's going in the wrong direction, not to mention busting that encampment. I also know, spoiler information, that there's probably another encampment there, but I don't actually know that yet. That seems reasonable. Yeah, and this warrior's so far away. Okay, this is the scouting / barbarian slaying test, so we're going to sort of fully commit to that. Just like last time, we fully committed to this sort of worker terrain improvement thing. Oh, he was able to pass through me, of course, because we're not at war, I guess. Shoot. That's really annoying. Oh, okay. Barbarians. Hello, Brussels! Yeah, that famous French city. And, oh god, I want to go south because I know there's another thing there. But the thing is, I think that actually makes sense. Because I'll either end up here. I think this will reveal more tiles short term. So yeah, sure. It's reasonable to go here. Without relying on just spoilers. Who's fighting down there? That's odd. And Brussels is actually being harassed by barbarians at the same time. So, yeah, minor defeat, I can't take them. They are on a hill, which is part of the reason it's tougher. Do I want to continue going east? I don't know. I think I'd like to bring them back and help me take out this barbarian encampment, actually, with the help of my second warrior unit. The two of them are going to tag team that, and I think that's pretty reasonable. So, let's just take the long way home over here. And obviously we want to go right here, meet Vienna. Hello! Nice to meet you. Another barbarian encampment, which we could start to pick down here, and maybe we'd want to, actually. I think so. We'll bombard them for a few turns, then walk in there and take it over. -4 damage, yeah, nice. Okay, or -4 HP. 4 damage. Bombard some more. We might be able to walk in there next turn. We did get lucky with the scout, though, that's for sure. 15 turns in. I'm now in Vienna, so they're going to be all whiny about it. Oh, shoot! I should have waited. I can adopt the policy and gotten a strength bonus first. Oh well. So I'm going to go to the honor route. 25% combat bonus versus barbarians. Notifications will be provided when you barbarian encampment spawn in revealed territory. Gain culture for each barbarian killed. Nice. Let's do it. And a bonus for completing it as well. Okay. Then we're going to decide next if we actually continue down this branch or not. Vienna's going to complain. Yeah. And can I not just melee attack them? I guess not. Alright, finish them off via bombardment, and then I guess we just walk into the empty camp. Next turn. Yay! Bonus culture. Very cool. Yes, I know, I'm leaving. Blow that up, get some free gold. Nice. I think if I were German, I would get even more bonuses. Our population went up, which means our research happened a little faster, but our production didn't improve, so we're actually going to get the warrior, or our tech, 1 turn ahead of our warrior, which means we will be building our great library 1 turn slower than we could, but I think finishing that warrior is a good idea. Hello, Greece. How are you? Pleasure to meet you.
He who destroys a good book.
Okay, and we've got writing. So now my archers will go, I don't know, south. Yeah, see, I'm not used to going this far out this early, but I guess it's probably okay. Okay, tech tree. So next thing we want, I hadn't fully locked in it. I'm thinking the next thing we're going to do is probably prepare for building a worker after building the Great Library. Potentially a settler, actually. Either way, there's nothing really here that just opens up anything instantaneously for us. And we're going to be busy for a little while anyway, so I guess the next few turns don't matter as much. Revealing animal husbandry will be nice just to help us determine where our next settlement spot is going to be. I like the idea of going animal husbandry, trapping, doing the granary thing again. Although it does slow down our military, it does do all these things. I don't know. Maybe we should build some archers and then use that to clear some more land. That would be consistent with our sort of warmongering strategy. But I don't think I want Seoul to get too big without being improved. Or, delaying expansion too long, which of course requires animal husbandry. So I think the animal husbandry trapping fills sort of two roles there, without interfering with what we are generally going for. Alright, feeling good. Oh, and there's a city-state right there too. Seoul is growing again. Choose production. We are going to start on the Great Library. It is a long, long time. Can we go production focus and trim that down a tiny little bit? But it also interferes with our growth quite a bit, so it'd be nice if we were working improved tiles, of course. I guess this way. What is this? Oh, El Dorado! Culture output of worked 5. That's a lot of culture. Alright, warrior, you are going to come down over here. It's funny, like all these tiles right next to where I am that have been unexplored. We're not going to attack quite yet, so we'll take a little detour, meet Ragusa. Hey, how's it going, guys? Next turn. Let's go up on the hill. Oh, there's quite a lot to discover still. Fastest way, going around 3 turns, or we can go, assume it's all rough, 1, 2, 3. Either way. So we'll go through the rough and hope we can discover things this way. Aha! It is some clear land. That's good. And I'm going to go up on the hill here. We'll start harassing them. They're on flat ground. I've got a big bonus. I might not even need both. Hello, Polynesia. Another DLC Civ. How's it going? Alright. I wonder if it's time to start trading it. I've got money. Let's see. Genghis Khan was the first person I met. He's only neutral. Did you just call me a sausage man? God damn you. Friendship? Yeah. I don't know if open borders would help things or not. Guess we'll go here. Yeah, we can get a minor victory. We got a fortification bonus, but the penalty to terrain, we've got plus 50% strength. Is it worth going? I guess so. The other guy can jump in next turn. Let's do it. Actually, that worked extremely well, so awesome. And you are going to go right here. Well, we certainly explored a lot more of the map. There's no doubt about it. We're also working towards that wonder. Now, part of that is because I haven't had a blunder. I didn't miss finishing a farm at any point. I didn't miss manage my happiness because I'm not expanding. Which means I don't have another city. I wonder, I'll have to compare side by side. Actually, I'll probably do some sort of table. Yeah, I'll make some posts or something like that. Put a table of exact... Oh, where did you come from? Attacking over a river sucks, but otherwise I still get a pretty big bonus. You can finish that off, but then maybe die. This is actually kind of an awkward placement here. I think... Let's see. I can go up the hill, have this guy rest, and the next turn do all the attack. Or I can have this guy attack here, win, but be very exposed on flat land, and then have this guy hit him here just to weaken him, but he might still be able to overcome, and I would rather not lose anyone right now, so I'm going to play it cautiously. Move here. You're just going to spend 1 turn healing a microscopic number of hit points, and then next turn we will finish that off. Interestingly enough, the Great Library will not be finished by turn 51 unless my population increase or something will kick that in. We'll have to see. I'll let it go up to population 4, then go production focus, and then see what happens. If they ask me for it, I will definitely go for it. Hi, Germany. Nice to meet you. Now you're friendly. Oh, right. We need the research agreement before we can do the packs. Which, right, brings up the question of what do I do with the money now? I could rush out another unit. I can adopt the policy here. And what do I want to do? Do I want to do that? Free Great General is nice. Yeah. If we get this, we get free culture, which is nice. I don't know, guys. At this point, I think you could sort of kind of go either way. I'm not sure about going all the way down into honor, though. There's certainly some nice stuff if we want to keep pumping out military. The fact of the matter is, we don't actually have a civ that's right next door to us, so there's not going to be an early war here. So I don't think there's much benefit in going down honor. So I'm going to flip back over to tradition. It does give us a nice culture boost, so we're going to take advantage of that. Okay. Now, you are going to finish this guy off. Hopefully without taking too much damage. Okay. You are going to hit this guy as hard as you can. Almost kill him, maybe not quite kill him. If we get lucky, he might die. No. But hopefully he's weak enough. It's not as good as I'd hoped. Purple. Have we met purple? Who's purple? Oh, Ramses. How's it going, dude? Well, we're certainly doing a good job meeting everyone. Plus getting some extra money from killing and stuff, which we could use to speed purchase something, including a building. Like that's interesting. That's very interesting. Obviously, we don't need the library. If we got a little, a lot more, we could rush out a settler and actually get a second city. Next turn. Now, one thing we could try is we could poach workers from city-states, which maybe we should have done sooner, actually, since apparently we're not wanting to produce our own workers. Okay, let's finish this guy off. That's an interesting idea. I'm going to go for the flat land, because it might come in handy here. We're going to camp out next to Ragusa and Genoa. I'm going to move my other unit over here, and we'll see if we can't catch a worker exposed. Since I don't think I have another camp pointing... Uh-oh, my archer's being attacked on flat ground by melee units. That doesn't make me very happy, but they are probably barbarians, so I should have a bonus. Indeed I do. So you just fortify until healed. You finish these guys off, obviously. Nice. And, yeah, we don't know... Oh, there is an encampment down there. That's pretty far. A barbarian up there, which